I may have just found I may have just found one of the greatest custom theme parks in Planet Coaster 2. This is Isle of Discovery, which is a fully custom park made by the YouTuber DigitalDan. This was made using absolutely no blueprints at all. I will link the playlist, the Isle of Discovery playlist, in the description. And there is a guest cam, but I think I'm going to actually go in overhead. And then there's a couple things, and then we might walk around in guest mode sometimes, but I'm mainly going to stick to overhead. So we're going to go and we're going to take a tour and take a ride on every POV. Every coaster, POV of every coaster. The last time I tried to do this, it took super long because I had to move forward and then manually turn my camera and move forward. So we're just gonna do it not in first person view. So before we even enter through the gates, we have this huge parking lot and this beautiful little backstage area over here. So check this out. We got track for possibly a new coaster coming to Isle of Discovery. I doubt it though. Or maybe, wait a second. Maybe this is some track that's a subtle hint. Maybe it's a hint to one of the coasters in his new park, which he built the entrance of the other day. So maybe this is a hint to another coaster, or one of the coasters that's gonna be at his next park. But anyway, back to topic of how big this parking lot is. It's a big one. Can you imagine? The entrance is whoops, I didn't mean to select all that. The entrance is over here. Imagine having the park right up against Deerden, the area of Deerden and Experiment 326, I think. But imagine having to park on the end row. Then you have to walk all the way over here. This is a handicap, and I don't know if this is hotel parking. But we'll get to the hotel. You know what? We'll talk about the hotel now, and it might just pop up later. Hotel Lunaris. It's a 4-star hotel. I have no idea why it's not a 5-star hotel. It's just a pretty big hotel. It's got a nice little water park, or a little pool, like all hotels usually have. We got buses. It's like a bus ride, and then here are the teleporters that go there that bring the guests in. But anyway, let's talk about outside the entrance. So we got a ticket booth over here, some fountains. Ooh, a backstage staff area over here by the supports of Talos. We'll get to, backstage area. Lovely. And then some bathrooms. But this entrance, we got to talk about this entrance. This great entrance, amazing entrance, and definitely inspired. Well, yeah, he said it in the video, but it was inspired by the entrance to Epic Universe in Orlando, and this logo is amazing. I love Discovery. Nice. But we pop in the park and we can either go left or right. I think we're going to go in order of the areas he built. So, he started with the Greek area and moved on to the Viking area. So we're going to go in that order. So you got the spinning bulb here, just like, whoops, that's the Emporium. Just like this one. But he's got this sign down here that says, "As Isle of Discovery ends, the wait for the next theme park begins. Subscribe to DigitalDan on YouTube for updates." And if you go to his channel right now, the first episode of his new park is up. You can go watch it. It's kind of a Universal Studios style entrance, at least. The next episode's actually coming out on Saturday. So if you like theme parks or people that build custom theme parks and Planet Coaster, or Planet Coaster 2, definitely go check that out. So we're gonna start in the Greek area, so all this stuff will be Greek themed. We have this information booth. I'm assuming that one of these buildings is supposed to be a fake building, and like you would go in that door and there would be a whole restaurant in there, and then there's just tables and chairs up here, and also up here. Oh, and I guess up here, can you imagine being standing right here and taking a video of Talos coming up, or I don't know what way it goes. Oh yeah, it comes out forward towards you. So anyway, and then back on the ground we got other tables and food. But that transitions into our first area, the area of Olympus. So couple of things. We actually have 2 coasters, and Olympus is divided into 2 areas, but it's not connected or anything. So what you'd have to do is you could go hang out, ride Talos, ride Poseidon, whatever you wanted, and then to get to Artemis and this other little kids ride, you would have to walk out of Olympus and then walk over into this area of Olympus. So you're technically walking in and out of Olympus to go to more parts of Olympus. It's kind of weird. But over here, there's 2 main attractions in this area. Or, yeah, 2 coasters in the area of Olympus, the Greek area. But in this little platform, up here, the elevator platform that says Olympus, everything within the gate, I'm going to call them the gates of Olympus. Anything within the gates of Olympus, there's 2 coasters. Or no, 1 coaster and a flat ride. We got some ice cream. Well, it's gelato, because this is a European game. This game is set in Europe. Obviously this park is set in Europe too, but the entire game is set in Europe because you got gelato instead of ice cream. The time is standard European time. Got this nice little bridge that you can watch Talos go on, and then I didn't even realize it was up here. It's back here, there's some tables where you can sit down and watch Talos. But this is Poseidon. It's a flat ride that takes you up. Let me just speed it up. Sorry for it being choppy. It's a big park and it will lag. And then it holds you there, and it should come dropping down in a second, and boom, there's water. Oh no, water. Okay, anyway, this is the entrance to Talos. There's a priority queue and a normal queue. The station is actually inside of this building, which we're not going to walk through the queue, because when I tried to walk through the queue the other time, it didn't really work. Oh. Okay, here we go. Sorry for the lag if there's lag, because this is a really big park. It's end to end. Alright, there is Talos. This is a Vekoma launch coaster. And then when you get off Talos, you come up here, and then there's a gift shop and a fake ride photos building, because at the time there wasn't ride photos, but there are now, so you can technically add them if you wanted, but we're not going to change the past. Because that's what he said in his video, that he didn't want to change the past. That's why he didn't change it. I don't even know how to pronounce that word, but this is a magic carpet ride with, again, the spinning bulb on it, or whatever. There's some nice seating up here, which brings us to our final coaster in the Greek area. We're on coaster number 2 of 17, I think. Yeah, 17. But there's also some more shops, some more seating, and a little kids ride. Artemis is a family coaster with like drop tracks and stuff. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into the POV. Okay, there is Artemis. Moving on to the Viking area of Storstime. Very, very cool name. So we got this nice little, some food, this nice little river with some Viking boats. Then we have Ragnarok, and you're probably wondering, why is there nothing here? But there's a sign. There's a sign for a rider. You're probably wondering why there's a sign for something, and there's nothing here. Well, fun fact, this actually used to be a water park called Ragnarok, which I will also link the separate workshop download. This had to be put in a separate file, since with Ragnarok in this file, it was intensely laggy, and the piece count too. But there are a total of two coasters and one log flume in this area. Well, obviously we have the hammer swing, which I'm going to be referencing Cedar Point a lot when it comes to these. So this is basically, for anyone who is a Cedar Point fan, this is basically Skyhawk, but obviously not Skyhawk because it's themed to a hammer, I guess, which I don't even know how to pronounce this word, nor am I going to try. So, anyway, moving on through this little thing, we have this gorgeous B&M invert over here. Which actually goes over this loop. And there's a wall down there, and it leads into our next area that we're going to be going into, but that's going to be a little later once we ride these 3 rides. So I think we're going to start over here. Or, no, we're not going to start over there, because the entrance to the B&M invert is somewhere over here. Oh, here it is. Valkyrie, the B&M invert. Let's get on it and give it a ride. For anyone who needs the coaster type, this is essentially a Raptor, or for Kings Island people, Banshee. Okay, so side note while we're chilling here, this is not actually supposed to happen. I think this is lag. No, it's not. It's some dumb mechanic of the ride, which I'll tell you later. Alright, there's Valkyrie. The reason we stopped at the top of the lift for a minute is because of the absolutely dumb way that block sections work in this game. Which, it's that, you know what, never mind. It's not dumb. It's exactly how block breaks work in real life. So you're technically going to get a lesson on how block breaks work while I'm ranting about this. So basically, the train is stopping at the top of the lift because another train, there's no mid-course on Valkyrie, so the train has to get to the final brake run for the next train to be at the top. Like, see, we'll wait for this train to come up and see if it does the same thing. If there's a train on the course, okay, no, it didn't do that. So it might have been lag, if I'm being honest, but I don't know. And then there's also another parking lot over here, which this is the parking lot. This is the entrance to Ragnarok. By the entrance, I mean it's its own separate parking lot. I'd assume you drive around the park, so you drive around the Egyptian area, around the western and areas of DigitalDan, and you pop out in the main parking lot. So it's kind of like Cedar Point, where you have to you drive along this road, and then you'd probably go under this tunnel and around, all the way around back to the water park parking lot. And then you can also, I know over here in the area of Stores Time, where it said Ragnarok, there used to be a sky ride that would go here, and like in the actual water park, there would be like, please present your park hopper ticket to continue to the sky ride, which will take you to the main park. And then we have another teacups ride over here, which I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. I don't know what it says, but we got this very amazingly epic rotating sign here. A shop and a bunch of other the inside of this building is closed. Yeah, it's just nothing. I think it's supposed to be like a restaurant or something. But oh, boat jam. That's a lot of boats lined up. I think we have to test the ride to get on it. But this is a log ride that we're gonna ride. It's called Millard's Fjord. I think we're gonna go into not cinematic, front bumper for this one. Okay, so that's Nordsfjord. And our last coaster in this area is Drakkar. It's a kids coaster. And again, we're gonna go into not guest facing, front bumper for this one, just because of the dragon head. And this does go around 3 times, so. Alright, I don't know what's going on with it. Okay, there we go. Alright, and that's basically it, but we're not going to go around 3 times. But it does go around its layout 3 times. Okay, next area we have to backtrack a little bit to go into it, and it's just behind this wall. Ooh, what could it be? Let's go see, and boom! It's a steampunk area. So the steampunk area is a lot of things going on in the steampunk area. So we got, first of all, we got 2 Zamperla Nebula models over here. We have Ratchet and Clank. And then there's another flat ride up here. It's somewhere. Oh, here it is. It's in here. See if we can look and find it in here. But it's an indoor flat ride called Rotarium. It's like it's like one of those rotating things. So we just need to go up. You go up these stairs, and boom. Should be in the ride area. What do you mean? I'm not in the... Okay. We're not going to waste our time looking for Rotarium. But here's the outside area of Industria. Got some nice buildings. You can see, I like how it goes from Greek, sort of Greek, to industrial. And then industrial to Viking over here. But there's 2 coasters. One of them is this purple one. It's called Viver. It's an intimate impulse coaster, but it's a weird layout. So like this model of coaster is essentially just Wicked Twister, but the coaster itself, though being the Wicked Twister model, it has a very unique layout, I definitely have to say. Here we go. Here we go. Small leg spike. Alright, and that is Viver. And the final coaster in this area, we're gonna pause it and we're gonna just hop on this one on the lift because all it does is just do a quick little turn. But this is a Vekoma tilt coaster. Now, this is the old generation model, so like Gravity Max in Taiwan, but there's also the new gen model, so like Simon's Curse at Cedar Point. This is the old gen model. Just crawling on that tilt track, and we should stop, and we should start tilting in a second. Here we go. Alright, there is... I forgot to introduce this ride. It's called Cognition. It's the Vekoma tilt coaster. We can watch the tilt track tilt back up again. When it tilts down from horizontal to vertical, these spin. These cogs on the side spin. See, you know what? We might as well wait here for the train to come out so you can see the cogs in action. So let's just speed this up, bring it out of the tilt track. See, they've already started spinning, because look how cool it looks when they're spinning, and it looks like it's spinning the tilt track to tilt. And here's what it looks like from the back. And as we head into the dense jungles, or hold on one second. Yeah, as we head into the dense jungles of Amazonia. This is the Amazon rainforest, or just jungle area in general, I guess. When I did my first recording of me walking around in first person camera, I got lost in this area because it's so dense and there's so many trees that it's hard to get around. So there's actually kind of two rides we can ride in here. The first is this is Thunder Canyon style ride that we're gonna hit test, and we're gonna ride in orbit. So we can like just orbit the train. You can look, see there's all these different signs telling you around the park, but a lot of them are kind of outdated. Go under these rocks, super cool. Ooh, you go right under the the Vekoma family launch coaster, which we'll get to in a bit. It's called Jungle Rush. Get to that in a bit. Oh, small drop. Whee! By the way, this is the only POV I'm going to do commentary for, since it's not really a POV. It's an orbital on-ride view of a river rapids ride, like Thunder Canyon. There's all these scenes and stuff. I didn't even realize there were all these different scenes. Oh, there's another boat right there. Say hi to the peoples. Go underwater and we can see the underside of this boat floating. Or you can go above water. We're gonna speed this up because I don't want to sit here. It's already almost been 40 minutes of my recording, and I don't really want to sit through this while it slowly spins through its layout. Okay, are we almost close to the end? I don't want to sit here for like 30 minutes just sitting here watching a river rapids go round and round. Okay, there's a lift. I think that's a good sign. Please. Oh, we're going by the bamboo forests. Fusang! We'll get to Fusang in a little bit. Just gotta go through 2 more areas and then we can finish going through this area and go in a different area before we can get to Fusang in the Chinese area. Okay, we're back, finally. That was a very long ride, Katanga. So, I'm gonna give you a little rundown of that layout. So basically, you just go around and you loop around by the hotel, and you come all the way, I think I missed some of this, but I don't really care. You come all the way around here, over here by Fusang, and then back over here. Oh, one other thing I want to point out is that there's lots of areas to get food. Oh, it was over here. A playground. Oh, and there's Jungle Rush right there. We'll get to Jungle Rush in a minute. As well as a custom flat ride. I don't know where in the area that is. There is a custom flat ride in this area. Oh, here it is. Sorry about that. Here it is. It's like it's not operational, but there's Jeeps. Well, never mind. I guess it is operational. We can watch the Jeeps spin around. But yeah, that's all they do. They just spin around. And then there's a whole big eatery over here. There's some outdoor seating, and Jungle Rush, the Vekoma launch coaster, which we're gonna ride in like 2 seconds after I explain this restaurant. It actually goes through this restaurant. Like, imagine eating right here, and there's just a Vekoma launch coaster that just randomly passes through here. How cool is that? I don't know where the actual station for this. Oh, it's over here. Testing. Okay, sorry about that. Oh. Okay, we're gonna be on train number 3 today. The trains on this coaster are decorated to look like Jeeps. So, this is just the Jeep's visor. See, we're gonna go in here and the smoke, and now we're in the restaurant. We're gonna zoom around and pop out of the restaurant and go through the rest of the layout. Oh, never mind. We go in 3 times. That was a very long and not just long, but that was a very long and twisty coaster. Oh yeah, there's one more ride over here. It's called oh, I forget. Mamba Strike. Yeah, it's a pipe scream type ride, except he made it so that it's circular, and he built a big snake off one of the sides. So that's pretty cool. It's funny because this ride is all twisty and stuff, and it looks like a snake. So there's a snake's head and its long body, and you like slide and spin across its body. That's I think that's what it's going for. Is like you're like the ride is the snake's body. Anyway, into our next area of which we're gonna enter from this side. This is kind of this is Ethereal Gardens. It's technically just Celestial Park out of Epic Universe. But whoa, okay, there we go. This is Euphorbia, a Mac powered coaster, and we're gonna. It just came in from its run, but here we go. Parking lot. Okay, so that's the only coaster in this area, but there is another special thing in this area besides Cadillac cars. It's this over here that we're gonna well, not walk through, but we're gonna go through. First up, we have Talos, the old train of the park's first roller coaster, Talos. Yep, this is the aircraft, the F14, F16, just fighter jet in general style train. I really like the F14 type nose going on, and then on the very back car there would be like the tail wings and the afterburners. We got a piece of King Naka track, and this says "Rip King Naka, long live the king." This is the original Jeep in which Jungle Rush's train was based off. Nice. I think this is another way to get into. Well, yeah, this is from. It's another way to get into Ethereal Gardens, but you have to walk through the Ethereal Garden. Outlaw track. This is the track from the old Outlaw prior to its RMC refurbishment. We'll get Sheriff and Outlaw in a bit, or in a while, because we still have a lot of areas to go. Rita track. This is a coaster at Alton Towers that the creator of this park, DigitalDan, I think he hates this ride, so he doesn't want to ride. He was planning on doing an all-day challenge of him riding it all day, and I guess he doesn't want to. So, and the funny thing is, when he put this in his park, the ride closed. Like, the ride shut down. So, maybe that's why it was shut down, because he stole the track. Anyway, moving on, we have... Ooh, what are these? 326 Discovery. Assets that have been discovered in the village of Deeradan. Ooh, that's the last area we're going to go into. Here are the cogs from the depths of Industria that are still spinning to this day. They've been spinning for a long time. And here are some pyramid blocks extracted from Ramses, which is the Egyptian area, which just happens to be my favorite area. We'll get to that later. All right, now we can finally move on to the Chinese themed area and Fusang. I'm really excited for Fusang. This is one of the coasters that if this park were real, I'd actually ride. It's not many. I would ride, from the rides that we already have done, I would ride, hold on, let me do some, I would ride Jungle Rush, and I would ride Fusang, so far. There's a couple more that I would ride, too, but, anyway, this is a big area, so just want to highlight that this is the gap in between the last area we're going to go to and the Chinese area. There's this cool little thing with this cool fountain. This is a show building, actually. Like, it's just meant for, like, shows, maybe, like, live shows or something. But due to the piece count, there's just nothing in there, so. But this is meant to tack on to the Chinese-themed area, which has 2 coasters and 1 incredibly detailed flat ride, non-functioning flat ride. So, all these platforms, you like sit in them and they spin and do everything. And there's actually, well, let me find it. There's actually an operator booth, somewhere in here. Let me find it. I think it's here. Here maybe? I don't know. But there's an operator's booth somewhere in here. That contains all the controls. Like they're like sequencers that you can turn on. But that's that building. Which brings us to our first of 2 coasters. Warning: if you don't like spinning, I recommend you skip to. I don't know what to skip to, but this is Jinji. Mac Extreme Spinner, and let's give it a ride. Yeah, we're in guest, so it will spin. We'll give it that signature spinning motion. And I think we're gonna go in about, I don't know, right now. Okay, we're gonna stop spinning for a minute. Or no, we're gonna keep spinning. But this is the dark ride section. There's only a little dark ride section. This is a room that spins around you. It's like one of those weird rooms that like spins around you to trick your brain into thinking that you're the one spinning, even though you're flat on the ground. Beyond vertical launch. That's pretty nice. dive loop that you go into while spinning, which is crazy. Or I don't know if that's exactly a dive loop, but and boom, there we go. That is Gingy. So this is me after Gingy. So I should have said if you don't like spinning, skip to 53 minutes and like 32 seconds. But now we head over to Fusang, inverted coaster. Inverted coaster. So this is like a mini Raptor. So it's just 2 seats across and it cannot invert. So this is like Raptor, but it can't invert, and it's like basically for kids, and it's only 2 across. So here we go. Leg spike. Leg spikes are going to be common in this video. Okay, that's Fusang. Alright, and just a little, I don't think I really gave any insight on what we're gonna do, but oh, what's up here? Is this like a viewing gallery? You can like look out and see Fusang? I don't know if you can walk up here, but like I don't know if there's a path up here, but it's like a cool big mountain and everything. Oh, the station is inside the mountain. That's pretty cool. But just a note that I will be going back and riding out my top 5 favorite roller coasters in this park at night. Because there are lights and everything on everything. So next up, the pass splits in 2, but we're going to go this way to my favorite area, the area of Ramses, Egyptian area. So this has three rides for us to ride. We're gonna ride the larger scale ride first, then the smaller scale ride, and then the boat. So first is the absolute best coaster in the park, the Mack Hyper Coaster, the Rise of Ra. So without any complaint or without any yapping, let's get on it. Testing. We'll stick it in testing mode. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Okay, that is Rise of Ra. We will definitely... That's my favorite coaster, so we'll definitely be coming back for that one at night. Next up is this tiny little coaster over here called Sands of Time. We're going to be going in 3, 2, 1. Oh, small stop on the launch. I don't know what that was for, but... Alright, that is Sands of Time. Sorry that we hit a tree. We didn't mean to hit a tree. But moving over here, we got some... As you probably saw in Sands of Time, there's some seating and a nice little food stand here. And then takes us to... Ooh, another boat ride. It's called Curse of Sutek, and again, we'll go into, not guest facing, front bumper for this one. Oh, I didn't even realize it, but we just hit an hour on this recording. Oh no, we're going to the Do Not Enter area. That's not very good. We're not supposed to enter, and we're entering anyway. Oh no, there's Sutek. Oh. Okay. We're gonna turn around. Oh. Are we going backwards right now? Oh, we are going backwards. Ooh, this is very scary. We're going backwards. there's fire, and I think this is the last drop on the ride. Whee! Move my camera real quick because I think there's like a scene over here. Okay, what in the world just happened? How did he get on the elevator lift? That's kind of weird. It's a really long ride. Okay, we're finally almost done. Okay, there's the boat ride. And get a little bit of splash of water, and come around this corner and back into the station, the outdoor station, or outdoor-indoor station. Okay, so on second thought, just because of the length of the ride and looks of it now, we're at 1 hour and 7 minutes, and we still have 5 more coasters to ride. Think we might be not riding anything at night. We're just gonna take a nice cool sweep of the park. So from here we can go into the western area. Western Frontier Town type ride. So right away there's one of our coasters here. It's an indoor multi-dimension. Well, no, it's an indoor, not really multi-dimension, but it's like an indoor Intamin coaster. Okay, it's like right here. Let's see if we can squeeze our way down here. So here we go. Close and open. Birds. Oh, look. It's time to go inside the gold mine. Are you excited? Nuh-uh, we ain't going to the gold mine. We're going, where are we going? Oh, we're going into the 2-9er, obviously. Alright, that is the end of Blastin' Billy's Gold Rush. It's a very big ride building, but it fits everything. Alright, the next one is going to be a bit weird, because number one, it's a dueling coaster, and number two, we're going to take the back seat. So there's no dueling action at all, and we're actually gonna go six and side one, because from the back you can see all the dueling action. So we're going to be in the station here. And I do like how there's like banners, which kind of, whoops, sorry. I changed my, it does remind me of a certain dueling coaster on a certain peninsula. That being Gemini at Cedar Point. But you can see the wooden side over there, and we're riding the RMC side. So from the Ethereal Garden sort of lore, what I'm picking up from that little garden lore thing or whatever, that this RMC used to be a dueling wooden coaster. Please say we're departing at the same time. Ooh. Okay. I think it might be a little delayed, actually. Hopefully we can catch up. Because the dueling part is part of the coaster. Because without it, we're just gonna go down the drop here, and woo, we go over the wooden coaster, and I think it's already halfway through its course without us. So yeah, that's why I hate making dueling coasters in this game. Bro, I don't care about the end-of-day report. You just kind of spoiled that POV for us. That's kind of annoying, buddy. I think that's really a Steel Vengeance type coaster. Okay, we're gonna immediately head on to, oh, I guess we're up at the top of the lift already. I guess we'll leave front seat for this one, since the RMC is going without us, so it doesn't really matter. It's like one element behind us. See, we're kind of catching up to it, actually. You can still see how it was supposed to duel. Okay, that is Sheriff, I think. Yep, that's Sheriff, and the RMC is Outlaw. But I really like how it's situated over this lake. I really like the first two dueling elements are probably my favorite. The twisted drop of the RMC over the wooden coaster is just epic. But I don't know why the duel is out of sync. And then RMC comes over. RMC goes under, wooden goes over. That's pretty cool. Next, we're moving into our last area. This is a dark ride, and we're not going to really ride the dark rides in here. Oh, I didn't even know this was in here. Wild Hoarders. Yeah, I didn't even know this was in here. Sorry, that was my end. But, now we have two more coasters to go. We have the Mac. I forget the model, actually. Let me click on it real quick. Mac Big Dipper. So we got a Mac Big Dipper and an Intamin Giga, the new gen, not like Millennium at Cedar Point, but we're gonna give this one a ride. This is Element X. That's the name of it. Oh, here's how the block break system works. We have to sit at the top of the lift for a minute. Sorry about that. When I build coasters in this game, I make sure they don't do this because it's super unrealistic. That ride has a Talos finale, the same finale as Talos. But when I said super unrealistic, I just mean the mechanic of a roller coaster in real life would not stop at the top of the lift. They wouldn't purposely send it so it would have to stop at the top of the lift to wait for the next to go in the brake run. So whenever I build coasters, I make sure the timing of the station exit for each train is spaced out enough that when one train goes, it can go through layout, and when the next train comes up, it doesn't have to sit there. So I'm not saying the park or the game itself is unreal. This park or the game itself, kind of the game itself, but the game itself, the working of this game, look how realistic this is. This is one of the most realistic theme park simulation games, which happens to be my favorite video game. Just gotta clear that up. That I'm just saying this mechanic of trains having to wait at the top of the lift is just not very realistic. So that's all I was criticizing. Nothing else. I'm not criticizing the game itself. I'm not criticizing this park. Especially not criticizing this park. This park is my favorite custom park on the platform. We'll put this into testing mode, and we're already at the top of the lift. So perfect. This is experiment 326. Okay, there is experiment 326. So now we've covered the entire park. I'm so happy that I could finally get this video out. And we're gonna do something. We're gonna change it from 14 o'clock to 15 o'clock, 16, 17, 18, all the way to 21 o'clock, which I think would be 10 o'clock in American time. But we can see how cool the park is at night. You can see all these different things. We got like Jungle Rush is all lit up all green, because obviously jungle. We got the Viking area is lit up red. That's pretty weird. Red and white. This is also lit up white and a little bit of green. The jungle area is green. The Chinese area is white and red, which makes sense. Red and white. Also kind of red, white, reddish white. Just DigitalDan is lit up respectively purple and green. Oh, speaking of, there's another teacups ride back here and some drop towers here. And the Egyptian themed area is lit up white, which this is amazing. Okay, we're pulling up here on 1 hour 30, so I think we're gonna give one last round of the park, and we are going to change it back today because I want to talk about one more thing. 2019, 18, 17, go 12. Okay, flashbang, a little bit of flashbang. The Emporium. This is the gift shop, the main gift shop. But yeah, it's just a gift shop. But hotel, all this stuff. I'm so happy I could finally get this video out, because last time I was in the middle of writing Curse of Sutek and my phone was dying, so I plugged it in and accidentally knocked into my camera and ended the recording. So, and then the next time I did it, I was writing Cognition and the frame rate just decided to quit on me. So, but so there's like I know there's a fireworks show in this finale video, but I'll link the park file. I'm gonna link three things. I'm gonna link the park file. I'm going to link the park file. I'm going to link the Waterpark file, so Ragnarok park file, and then I'm also going to link the Isle of Discovery video playlist. So I hope you enjoyed this park. Again, the park link and build process playlist is in the description if you want to go download and check out this park for yourself. So, this is truly the greatest park of all time in Planet Coaster, custom park of all time in Planet Coaster 2. So, we're going to end it with a shot of the Egyptian area, since it's my favorite area. So, goodbye. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And also, if you want to see me tour his next park, the park that he's currently working on, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that video when it comes out. I know that in multiple, before I close, I know there have been multiple, I've said in multiple videos, the themes of dinosaurs and planes are returning on my channel. They are, I promise. And yeah, I won't be going to Cedar Point for a while, but I will be going to Kings Island in September, so I'll make sure to do a video on that. Definitely, maybe a walkthrough video. Yeah, probably a walkthrough video of Kings Island, except I'm probably going to get lost since I don't know what I'm doing. Haven't been to that park in a long time. But, yeah. So, here we go. Anyway, Goodbye.